Hello, and welcome to Math 126 for the Fall 2023 semester. I am Professor Jennifer Caldwell, and I'm looking forward to meeting you on the first day of class and spending the next 16 weeks with you in our journey of intermediate algebra. I look forward to building a classroom community of learners with you. All right, in this video, I'm going to share the top 5 things you should do to be successful in Math 126. Tip number 1. Log into Canvas. You want to become really familiar with all the materials that are in Canvas and all the resources that are in Canvas so you can be successful. On a daily basis, you should be in Canvas, and not just for our math class, but for any class that you are taking here at Mesa, because Canvas is going to be the way that you connect with your instructors, your classmates, and the material for your class and all your assignments. One of the best ways that I think one of the best things I think you should do to stay connected to everything in Canvas is have push notifications set up. So just like you would get a text or an email or an Instagram notification pushed to either your iPad or your phone, you can have push notifications in Canvas also sent to you. So you never have to miss an announcement, an upcoming due date, or your updated grades in Canvas, all kinds of things. All right. So when you are in Canvas, let's just go there and take a peek. Here's how you're going to set up those push notifications. So you're going to click on the account icon, and you should see your name and your icon. If you have uploaded a little picture, you'll see it right there. And then you're going to click right here where it says notifications. Once you're there, you get to choose which notifications you want pushed to your device and which ones you don't. I recommend 3 that you definitely have pushed to your device. They are the announcements, grades, and upcoming assignment due dates. You can opt in or out for other notifications, but those are the 3 that I recommend. And that way you'll know if a due date is coming up, it'll get pushed to your phone, or if I update grades or another instructor updates grades, you'll get a notification and you can check that grade, etc. So that you can always make sure that you're aware of your progress in the class. If you need more instruction on how to do that, if you go into the modules in our Canvas course, I have a slideshow that will walk you through the steps. So if you go under MCC Student Resources, the first thing you'll need to do is download the Canvas Student app. That can be downloaded to your Apple phone or your Samsung. And then once you download the app, click where it says Setting Up Your Notifications in Canvas, and this tutorial slideshow will walk you through all the steps. So I hope you take advantage of that feature very soon, so you have your notifications pushed to your mobile device. Okay, so we're going to stay connected. That was tip number 1. Tip number 2, you've got to come to class, okay? And when you come to class, be prepared to participate. Our class is active, it's engaging, it's student-centered. You'll be working with your classmates. You'll be working with our embedded tutor. We have a student tutor in our class who's going to be there with us every day to help us along the way. And the nice thing is he also works in the tutoring center. So he's with us in class. He goes through the lessons with us just as if he were a student, but he's a tutor. And then he goes to the tutoring center. And so when you see his familiar face in the tutoring center, he knows exactly what the lesson was for the day, and he's prepared to help you if you need an extension or some help on what it was we learned that day. But when you come to class, you're going to engage in the learning activities and you're going to feel more connected. You're going to engage with your peers, you're going to engage with me, you're going to engage with the material in an active learning environment, okay? So you're not just going to come in and sit down and write notes for 75 minutes a day. It's going to be working at the boards, working at the whiteboards, working on your iPads, working in groups, walking around the room, looking at the work of other groups, comparing your answers with other students, all kinds of different things, gallery walks, all kinds of different things that we'll do in the class, task card activities. I can go on and on and on with all the fun things that we're going to do in class, but you definitely want to make sure that 4 days a week for 75 minutes, you're coming to math class and you don't want to miss anything, okay? All right, number 3, get help when it's needed. And don't wait too long. Too often students wait too long and they say, oh, I should have went to the tutoring center last week or 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. As soon as you feel that you need the help, as soon as you feel you need clarification, go get it, okay? Don't wait too long. There's several ways for you to get help in this class. We have an in-person tutoring center. We have a virtual tutoring center where you can join from your house, your place of employment, your boyfriend's house, your girlfriend's house, anywhere where you have an internet connection, the library. As long as you have a laptop or your iPad, you can do a virtual tutoring session. As your instructor, I host student hours. It's basically office hours, but I like to call them student hours because they're for you to come in and get some extra time with me if you need it. You can ask questions about the homework. You can ask questions about an exam. Maybe you want to go over some of the problems on the exam for a second time. Maybe you have a question about your grade, whatever it is. You can come physically to my office right here where I am right now. You just walk through the door and come on in. Or I also have virtual office hours on Fridays, since we don't physically meet on campus on Fridays. For 2 hours every Friday, I host virtual office hours, so you can join me through your computer as well. Let me show you how to access all those wonderful resources. So anytime you need anything that's a helpful resource and has to do with math, so math help, there's one link you're going to pretty much go to. So if you look in the left-hand navigation bar, you see this link for MCC Math Help. Now, this will redirect you to the course. And when I say course, it's not another course you're enrolled in. It's just a Canvas shell that has all things related for MCC Math Help. It's like a one-stop shop. So if you need help with placement testing, or you want to take a student success workshop, or you want to take a math boot camp, or you want math tutoring, anything you need is going to be right here. So the two tiles that I want to talk about right now are the MCC math tutoring options and then BrainFuse. So MCC math tutoring is when you want tutoring from an actual MCC math tutor, somebody who works here on campus, either on the Southern and Dobson campus or the Red Mountain campus. So there's on-campus tutoring, and the nice thing about our on-campus tutoring is you don't need an appointment. You literally just have to walk in. So here's the locations and the hours. So you just walk in during their hours of operation, you bring your notes and your homework and the assignment you're working on, and you can sit down and get quality one-on-one free math help. You don't have to pay for it. You're a student, it's there for you to use, okay? We also have virtual tutoring. So like I said before, let's say you've already gone home for the day, or you have to go to work, but you have like an hour break at work and you want to get some homework done, or it's later in the evening and you're done cooking dinner for your family and you're going to sit down and do some math homework and you run into a question that you have. The MCC math tutors, even though they're physically on campus in the tutoring center, they have computers that they have open and they're waiting for people to join virtually. So from 9 to 7, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 3 on Friday, all you have to do is click on the Virtual Tutoring Center website. And once the semester starts, you'll see all the tutors that are online. Right now, it's only showing one person is offline. I know that doesn't look promising, but it's still summertime and there's no classes going on right now when I'm making this video. But during the regular semester, you'll see all the tutors. They'll have green buttons that say online. You click on their tile, their camera opens up, your camera opens up. You can talk to them just like I'm talking to you right now. They have online whiteboards where they can use their stylus or their Apple Pencil to walk you through the steps to solve a problem. So you just tell them what problem you're working on and they can help you through it. So it's really amazing to take down the barriers of having to physically be on campus to get help. You can do it virtually right now. So that's amazing. We also have one other option for online tutoring, and this option is BrainFuse. That's amazing because it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. However, it's not an actual MCC employee, but that's okay. They're still professional math tutors that we contract with and that we outsource. That's why it's 24/7, because they could be anywhere in the country. So they're not local to Mesa, but they're still professional math tutors. Same thing. You can chat with them through your computer. You just have to click on BrainFuse, click on the topic you need help with, and an available tutor will help you. All these other resources for help, such as student success workshops, tutored math, things like that, we will talk about during class. But this is your one-stop shop for anything that you need that's a helpful resource that has to do with math. You're going to go to this class. It's really great access. You don't have to go searching all over the web for all these separate links. All right, let's go back to our MCC Math 126 class. So I'm going to back out of this and get back here. Okay. And then let's talk about number 4, make a schedule. Okay. So you figured out when you're coming to class every day, you figured out how to get help. Now you have to make a schedule for when you're working on your assignments without a tutor, or when you're not coming to office hours. You still need to build time in your schedule to fit in all of your responsibilities. So I know we're students, so we have classes to go to. We probably have jobs to go to, or we have families that we help take care of, or we have our own personal, things in our lives that we have to take care of. We go to the gym, we have to go shopping, we have to eat, we have to sleep, we have to shower. I mean, all these things take time. And there's only a limited number of hours in a day and days in a week. So you really do every week want to get in the habit of making a schedule, whether it's written down in a physical planner where you write every day what you're going to be doing and what time you're going to be doing it, or whether it's an online calendar where you get notifications to remind you that things are coming up. But if you don't plan for it somewhere, it's not going to happen. I know lots of times we wake up with the best intentions and we have a mental list of everything we're going to accomplish that day. That mental list keeps getting pushed, and then it's the end of the day and we're like, oh shoot, I never did those 3 things I really wanted to do today. If you don't plan for it, it will not happen. It just won't. But it's just amazing if it's written down, or if you're reminded that you're supposed to be at that place at that time doing that thing at 3 o'clock, you're going to do it. So you want to make a schedule. But you have to know what's coming for the week in order to budget all that time. So there's a couple things I want to show you in Canvas. There's the calendar tool over here on the left. And what's nice about this is you can color code all your classes and they'll show up, your assignments will show up in different colors. So every week you can look and see what's due on what day and what class it's for. That way, if you have a really busy week of assignments, you can put those assignments or the time you're going to work on those assignments, you're going to carve out your study time in your planner. That way, you know, okay, I have to be at work, but then I also have to work on this assignment. And then tomorrow I have lunch with a friend, but I also need to work on this assignment. And then I have to go to work later, or I have class all day on this day, just so you can look at a glance during the week and prepare for what's coming. So you can be successful, prepare for success. You want to plan to be successful, okay? The other thing that's really nice in Canvas, other than the calendar tool, is over here on the right, this to-do list. So this gives you an idea or a glance of what's coming up in them. This is just your math class, but when you're logged into your other Canvas classes, you'll see the same thing. The assignments that are due that week, and once you complete them, you can click on the X. It's like crossing it off of your to-do list. So that's such a satisfying thing to do, to click on it and say, I'm done. I'm done with that one. So that's something else that I want to make sure you're aware of. It's a really helpful tool in Canvas. All right. And then my last tip, number 5, stay connected. Okay. So you have your notifications sent. So you're reminded every day of what it is that's coming up, or things that you want to make sure that you accomplish. But also stay connected to your classmates in the class, start forming study groups, stay connected to your tutors, form some kind of bond. And when I say a bond, I don't mean you have to become best friends, but some kind of bond where you look forward to talking to that person every day. You have a couple friends in class that you look forward to saying hello to before class starts. You can chit chat a little bit about what's going on. Because every morning when you wake up, you have the choice to either turn your alarm back off and go to sleep again, or to get up and come to campus and accomplish your day. And if you know that there's people on campus that will miss you if you're gone, you're more likely to come, or you're more likely to see them and say hello because you like them. And you want to, have that little personal time or that friendly time before class starts. But the more connected you are to campus resources, whether it's clubs, activities, other classes, other classmates, people you look forward to seeing, the more likely you're going to come to class, come to campus, and be successful. So the more involved you are on campus and with the people that are on campus, the more likely you are to be successful. So the more connections you make, the more successful you're going to be in all your classes. And I am here to support you in that journey. I look forward to seeing you be successful this year and this semester. But that's it. That's my top 5 things. I hope you learned about some new helpful tools in Canvas. And I can't wait to meet you on the first day of class. And I can't wait to read your introduction in the Student Introductions board. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.